It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Welcome to Willington Power Station, and these cooling towers are all that are left of this coal munching energy powerhouse. Let's go and take a look. These 5 cooling towers are basically all that's left here, and for some random reason they were never knocked down, and I thought it'd be a great place to have a bit of an explore, but also to take the drone up and have a look around.
Willington Power Station sits in the Staffordshire village of Willington near Burton-upon-Trent. The first power station was built here in 1954 with just 2 425-foot chimneys and 2 cooling towers generating 400 megawatts. Then came Power Station B with 4,000 megawatts, so that's a big jump, with 1 chimney and 3 cooling towers. The cooling towers were 300 foot high and 140 feet in diameter. At the base they were 218 feet in diameter. These have been a landmark on the landscape of Staffordshire for many years, but like most power stations, things come to an end. The closure of Power Station A came in 1995, but Power Station B carried on until 1999, and in 1999, after 41 years of generating electricity, the plant fell silent. The decommissioning of the power station begun in 1999, and by the end of 1999, demolition was underway. The demolition included the removal of most buildings on the site, except for the 5 cooling towers. They were left for the new owners to deal with. Eventually, a buyer for the land was found, and they started work on putting the infrastructure in to demolish the cooling towers. However, a couple of bad deals elsewhere meant it wasn't viable to use this land anymore. These amazing industrial relics remain standing tall and proud in the Staffordshire countryside until somebody else is willing to take this land on. Let's take a closer look at these amazing structures.
So I'm actually in the cooling tower now, and they're absolutely extraordinary. The stuff that's gone into this, just take a look up.
So how does a cooling tower work? Well, from the boiler comes hot water, the byproduct, and that hot water is piped across and into the cooling tower, and inside the cooling tower, as you can see, there is a false floor which is held up by lots of these little pillars. Now that false floor is full of tiny little holes, and the bottom of the cooling tower is actually more like a lake, so the bottoms of these pads would not be seen. So the hot water is sprayed through these little holes, and then it hits the water below, creating steam, and almost allows the hot water to be cooled down instantly. And that steam is what you see coming out of the top of the cooling tower.
So the cooling towers we're going over to now, there's another 2 here that make up the 5, and these have already been stripped out. So I'm guessing these are quite hollow inside, as the other ones have still got the gubbins in there. And apparently, I think what happened is there was some sort of mix-up or something with the contractor, and these never got demolished, which is strange, isn't it, to have these big beauties, so I'm sure the people of Willington will be looking forward to these coming down at some point. Can you see me down there? Up here, looking into the echo. Up here is the top of the cooling tower. Tell you something, I've admired cooling towers for a long time, and this is a little one off the bucket list. This is. Well, that was Willington Power Station. Well, not much of the power station left, is there? It was more just cooling towers. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was quite good. I've added a bit of drone footage with what we could do. I hope you enjoyed our sort of tour around these magnificent monuments. Join us again soon on Monumental, and just remember, we got a video out every single week.
In the great outdoors, forever free.